Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this round of the Tristan I Know Ultimate Racing League. You join us here at Oschersleben in Germany. It should be an exciting race. We have a mixture of many cars here, including the Porsche 935, the Ford Capri, the BMW 320, the BMW M1 and the Ferrari 512 PB LM. I'll hand you down now to the grid lineup. First on the grid, in the red, Momo sponsored Porsche 935, setting a qualifying time of 1 minute 32 seconds .6 is Jean-Francis Bouchard. Next on the grid, also in a Porsche 935 in red, number 78, James Lux. Third on the grid, setting a lap time of 1:32.7 in the Martini Racing Porsche 935 is Darren Wakeman. Fourth on the grid, in another red Momo sponsored Porsche 935, is the German man Volker Wensky. Fifth on the grid, the American man, the first person in a Ford Capri, is Jesse Bergani. Sixth on the grid, in the BMW 320i Turbo, is Tom Friction. Lucky number 7 on the grid, in the blue Weber Carston Ford Capri Zach Speed, is Cassius Rodriguez. Number 8 on the grid, racing for the BMW Junior team, is Matt York. Also in a BMW 320i Turbo. Number 9 on the grid, in a BMW 320i Turbo, is Neil Brett. Number 10 on the grid, in a Ford Capri, racing number 20 for the Zettrol Motor Oil Company, is Stefan Pagenberg. Number 11 on the grid, in a Porsche 935, is Erico Gareza. Number 12 on the grid, in the Fitzpatrick Tuning BMW 320i, is Mike Gregg. Number 13 on the grid, in a Zach Speed Ford Capri, racing the number 53, is Henning Weidhaus. Number 14 on the grid, driving the Ferrari 512 BB, number 11, is Marvin Thiel. Number 15 on the grid, in the Worth Zach Speed Ford Capri, is Tristan I Know. Number 16 on the grid, in a Ferrari 512 BB, racing the number 79, is Sebastian Brunner. Number 17 on the grid, in a BMW M1, is Jose Perez. Number 18 on the grid, in the BMW M1, is Sean Barron. Number 19 on the grid, in a Ferrari 512 BB, racing colours red and blue. Number 68 is Juiced Corn Gold. Number 20 on the grid, driving the Sui number 3 BMW M1, is Tapio Vespalainen. Number 21 on the grid is Mark Turnbull in a BMW M1. Number 22 on the grid in the number 38 D'Ambreville BMW M1 is Michael Doricott. Number 23 on the grid, driving car number 85, sponsored by John's Tools, is Bernd Schmidt. Number 24 on the grid in the Porsche 924 Porsche Audi VW Hulbert's team is David Bramall. Number 25 on the grid in the Zipernol Racing Motor Oil BMW M1 is Marcus Beckman. Number 26 on the grid is Carl Morton, driving number 32 4P Racing Brakes BMW M1. Number 27 on the grid, Michal Rehobeck, driving in the Turbolio number 82 BMW M1. And number 28 on the grid in the Ferrari 512 BB, number 62 ISO Rollman's car is Chad Liu. We're on board with Jean-Claude here as they make their way down to turn 1 as the lights have gone green. Into the 90-degree left-hander here. It's going to be probably a bit of trouble, as there is contact and two of the Porsches have gone wide. That leaves the new leader, James Lux, in the Momo Porsche 935. Head round into the faster corners here. As it is currently Porsche, or Porsche, Ford, Porsche. Let's look back down the order. Number 5, coming up all the way 10 positions on lap 1, is Tristan I Know. Bit of trouble into the chicane there. As he heads into the penultimate corner here to round off lap 1. Oh, he locked up those rear wheels, and that's not too good when you're defending from many cars behind. .7 seconds away from James Lux in the lead is Volkovensky in his Momo Porsche. Of course, two different body types of Porsche here, two very different handling models because of the lower wing profile on the car in front, driven by James Lux. Into the short chicane here and down the back stretch. Just listen to those engines. Boxer 6 in the Porsche and a V6 Essex engine, turbocharged and tuned by the Zaxbspeed tuning company in the Capri. As we come on to lap 3 here. Let's have a look back at the lower part of the table. Mark Turnbull chasing down Marvin Thiel in his amazing looking European University Ferrari. Very hard braking zone into that corner, and the problem with these cars is none of them really have the acceleration to get going again after going through the slower corners. Jesse Bergamy here, number 42. As they go through the chicane there, you can hear him getting on the throttle very much quite early to go through the down the back straight a lot faster than the Porsches ahead. However, it is very difficult for him, and the Porsches do slightly outmaneuver him in the corners due to being their rear engine stack. As we are on lap 4, the lineup is Lux, Venkel, Bergamy, Rodriguez, Tristan Aino, Jean-Francois Bouchard. Can he recover from that incident on the first lap? Tom Frickshorn, Stefan Pagenberg, Enrico Gerosa, Mike Gagg, Neil Brett, Henning Weidhaes. Lacking a bit far behind, Marvin Thiel, Mark Turnbull, Joost Korngold, Sean Barron, Tapio Vespalainen, Jose Perez, Darren Wakeman. Quite far back after that shunt in the first lap. Sebastian Brunner, Michael Doricott, Chad Lowe, Marcus Beckman, Bernd Schmidt, Michael Rachacek, David Bramall, Carl Morton, Sean Barron, and Matt York. God knows what happened to him. Back up to the top of the table. Down into the third corner is Lux. Behind him is Venkel, and then Bergamy. Getting ever closer now. And is Tristan Aino moving up into 4th position. Getting a bit sideways through there as we head through the chicane. Cutting a bit far there. Now we are entering the pit window. Will many cars pit here? Through the second, lots of chicanes. And that is Venkel. And Tristan making a very sneaky overtake into the entrance of the pits. This should be exciting. Many cars trying the undercut now to get ahead of the position they were in. That is James Lukes running quite out far ahead on his own now. In clean air, can the Capri behind of Jesse Bergman catch up? You do see him come into frame there. He's not quite close enough. We are on lap 6 of 12 here. And Tristan has come out of the pits quite far back. Let's watch him as he advances through the field. Bit too much on the brakes there, and he is sideways once again out of that corner, following the beamer through, and he will out accelerate him on the straight. He's alongside him now. Can he get the move done into the start of the chicane? Yes, he can, as he cuts back to the racing line to try and get down the inside of the car ahead, which is driven by Vepsalainen in that number 3 Sui car. There goes Tristan. Can he get the Ferrari as well? And there we go, 2 overtakes on one straight piece of road. And that's Vepsalainen trying around the outside of the Ferrari. Can't make it stick as they head down into turn 3. Back on board with Tristan now. Chasing down, I do believe, Turnbull and Thiel. He's alongside him. Turnbull has gone through the cones, meant to prevent you cutting that corner there. Will he clear Marvin Thiel? Yes, he has. It's a race on his own now to make up the time he lost from the pit stop. And let's go back up to the lead. James Lukes on lap 8 here. He is lapping traffic. But will that all be undone when he makes his mandatory pit stop? Of course, Porsche do have a deal with Audi and VW here. Very complicated. However, I'm imagining that is what is keeping them ahead, the superior technology of 3 German auto car manufacturers compared to BMW. There is only one. That is a 5-second lead over Jean-François Bouchard in his Porsche, having recovered quite far from the blunder on the first lap, which we will definitely have a look at some point, perhaps at the end of the race. Behind him is Tom Frischkorn. We are currently on lap 9 out of 12. That BMW, a very boxy car. It's not very aerodynamic at all. Some may wonder how it's even keeping up with the likes of the Porsche on straight line. That is, of course, that is Bouchard pitting now. And James Luke's still staying out. He is very slow through those first sets of corners. In third position now, Stefan Pagenberg in the Zettrol Motor Oil Capri. That's a lovely overtake there on the lap traffic. And he make it stick down the inside here, as he heads back down, chasing down the cars ahead of him. Of course, that D-shaped window behind the driver there originally wasn't meant to be on the Capri. However, was later added due to complaints from test drivers that it was both too dark in the car and there wasn't enough visibility behind the driver. The leader has gone in for his pit, so has Frischkorn and Pagenberg and Mike Gagg, Neil Brett, Henning Weidhaus, Darren Wakeman. Let's see, will he go into the pits here? He is. That leaves this man here, Tristan Ino, as he goes on a bit of a blunder through the gravel trap. Will he take the lead on this lap here? Or will he come out behind the drivers? Can't be a very aerodynamic decision there by Zach Speed to only have one headlight and just leave a hole where the other one was. Here he is, through the first corner, into the second. There's no one behind him. Oh, he's going sideways through there. That means he has inherited the lead of the race with 1 lap to go. And you can see the headlights are going on now. Probably has been instructed to do so due to it getting a bit darker. Perhaps because cars at the back have already been lapped and have unlapped themselves, perhaps to give them a bit more warning if there is a car coming up behind them. Into the chicane then, getting followed by Jesse Burgundy. In the 4P car. Here we go. Tristan, I know. Coming on to the final lap. Well, penultimate corner of the penultimate lap. We got final corner. He's going certainly sideways through there. Very wide rear tyres on that Capri there. Doesn't really do anything though. It still slides all over the place. Oh, he's sideways through there. How has he kept that going in the correct direction? He has shifted up into what sounded like second gear there to go round the corner. Here we go. It's getting tight now between the leaders. That is Tristan, I know, Jesse Bergamy and Luke, all within a second of each other on the final lap. Tristan, I know, has pulled out a bit of a gap at the front through that section there. What will happen here? Will he be able to retain it, or will he make any absolute blunders up here? You see the lap traffic ahead. That is the man in last place. That is David Bramall in his Porsche 924. Not a very good race for him. Here we go. Final lap into the penultimate corner here. No mistakes. Final corner. Oh, wrong gear there. You just hear him slip up. Well, he's kicked it sideways. And here's Bergamy. It's sideways up to the line. And we will have to just confirm it. Who won? What was the result? We'll have to go to that after the race. On board Bouchard's corner here for that second corner blunder. Let's see if we can work out what happened. He's through into first once again, and we just see that Martini Porsche getting slightly pushed wide by James Lukes. And Bouchard doesn't really recover there. He gets sent all the way down the order. So here is the result we've all been waiting for. The winner of the race, in a total time of 19 minutes and 53 seconds, is Tristan, I know. Behind him, by 0.059 of a second, is Jesse Bergamy. Third position is James Lukes. Fourth position, Jean-Francis Bouchard. And fifth position is Volkovensky. That has been your race. I hope you join us next time.